The psychology of comfort in photography sessions. There is something every photographer notices eventually. Two shoots can have the same lighting, the same camera settings, the same pose direction, and still produce completely different results. One feels alive, the other feels disconnected. The difference is not technical. It is psychological. Comfort is not just a feeling in photography. It is a visible force inside the image. When a person feels comfortable, their body relaxes naturally. Their expressions soften, their breathing slows, and they stop thinking about how they are being seen. But when discomfort enters the space, everything changes. The body becomes guarded, movements become controlled, expressions become careful instead of natural. And even if the pose is correct, the emotion disappears. This is because photography does not only capture appearance, it captures internal state. The camera records what people show, but it also reveals what they feel. This is why psychology plays such a critical role in photography sessions. A photographer is not only working with light and composition, they are working with human nervous systems. Every instruction either reduces tension or increases it. Every pause either builds safety or uncertainty. Even tone of voice can influence how a subject experiences the space. Comfort is built through predictability. When people understand what is happening next, they relax. When they are unsure, they tighten. This is why clear communication is so powerful. Not because it is formal, but because it removes psychological pressure. Another key element is control. Not control over the subject, but control over the environment. When the environment feels stable, the subject no longer feels the need to protect themselves. They can simply exist, and that is where natural expression begins to appear. But there is also an important misunderstanding. Comfort does not mean lack of direction. It does not mean chaos or randomness. It means guidance without pressure, structure without force, a space where the subject is supported, not managed. And within that space, something interesting happens. People begin to reveal more of themselves without being asked, not because they are told to, but because they feel safe enough to do so. This is the psychological core of all meaningful photography. Not posing, not technique, but emotional safety. Because when a person feels safe, they do not perform for the camera. They stop protecting an image of themselves, and they start simply being. And in that moment, photography stops being about capturing a subject and becomes about witnessing a human being.